Hello everybody, another Wednesday's upon us, and guess what that means? Another episode of Midweek Motivation. It's a rainy Wednesday here in Seattle, but you know what? I'm gonna be real, I did not want to do this video. I was like, I don't feel like it, but guess what? Sometimes you just gotta push through. Doing the hard things, what separates the winners from the losers in life, okay? Remember that quote. Doing the hard stuff, like doing stuff when you don't feel like it, what separates the winners from the losers. Let's be a winner today, okay? Today's episode of Midweek Motivation, we're going to talk about something that a lot of us indirectly think about and we actively avoid the opposite, and that is being a good person. Today we're going to talk about, we'll be discussing the 4 cardinal virtues of courage, justice, temperance, and prudence. It's going to be a good one. So keep watching, okay? Now, what exactly is virtue and why does it matter to your life? Why should we care? Virtue is defined as behavior showing high moral standards, okay? And Ben Franklin, keep in mind this guy's on the face of the $100 bill. He said money is secured by virtue. Basically, that quote means money is virtue, being a good person, having high moral standards, how you get money and how you keep it, okay? Now, as we go about being virtuous, why does this matter to you? Because if you're going to be successful, you're going to get the life you want, you're going to have to be virtuous. Okay, now this is extremely important, okay? If you're not virtuous, you're not willing to walk this hard path, I would say don't go after success because it's difficult. Success is not easy, but it's worth it, all right? Now let's go into these virtues and see how they relate to you, okay? First one is courage. Courage is the ability to do things that frighten you. Case in point, before I got my insurance job in Atlanta, I told myself I wanted this job, and so I had to do something different. I walked in there, I was scared. Because I remember there was a sign, I remember specifically walking into this building and it said, no one allowed unless you have access, unless someone from the inside is allowing you. I went and nobody let me in. I was like, I gotta do what I gotta do. So I went in there, gave my resume, and said, hey, I want this position. I just handed it to the lady. And surprisingly, it was pretty easy. I just literally walked in, even though there was this invisible barrier that was like, yeah, you can't go in there. So you're gonna have to be courageous in your life to get what you want. How can you be courageous? Think about that as I discuss this video. Okay, it's a Wednesday. And y'all got 2 days left in the work week, and we can use these things to help you. Think about on Thursday and Friday when you're at work, and you're like, okay, how can I practice these 4 virtues? Because remember, money is secured by virtue. If you're gonna live the life you want, you're gonna need money to ascend and make life the picture you have in your head. The next virtue is justice. Justice means giving someone their rightful due. It means doing what is right, okay? Doing what's right, giving someone their rightful due. Now, temperance. Temperance is a fancy word for self-control. Cool story. One day I was playing basketball at Piedmont Park in Atlanta, and I was talking to this guy, like during the games, people usually talk and just hang out. Also, a good way to make friends is to go play basketball or go play sports with other people. If you're guy or girl, whatever, good way to meet people is go play sports with people just like to connect. That and food. So here's my story. I met this guy, we were just playing at the game. He was just talking to me. He went to Penn State. I literally cannot remember his name, but he was like, you know what, man? For some reason, we were just talking about like money. And he was like, you know what? I'm like 24. This is him talking. He was like, I have $40,000 saved in my bank account. I was like, what on earth? Like, are you serious? He was like, yeah, I had like 40K. And I was like, how did you do that? He was just talking to me. And like, you ever heard that phrase, money talk? I understand what that saying means, because without him even saying it, it just showed me that he like has self-control and doesn't have to spend all his money. Because remember, money is secured by virtue. The life we want is secured by virtue in a sense. You can't spend all your money if you're going to have some. So something to think about. The last virtue is prudence. And this is an interesting one. Prudence means the ability to accurately perceive what the end result of a course of action will be, okay? It's the ability to say, okay, if I talk to this person, they're probably going to talk back, okay? If I apply to this job, they're probably gonna respond back, okay? Now, this is called the law of laws. This is the cause and effect, all right? The law of laws is cause and effect, okay? If I throw this tennis ball against the wall, it's gonna bounce back at me, all right? So let's think about that as we go about our lives and try to make things into what we want, okay? Now, here's another point that I want to give that's going to help you ascend. And this quote really helps me a lot. And you can apply it to so many situations. This is it. If you are persistent, you'll get it. But if you're consistent, you'll keep it, all right? Now, let's say you're working out, right? You're at the gym. If you're persistent in getting the physique that you want, and you're consistent about keeping that routine up and eating right, you're going to keep it, all right? I know it's difficult, but I'm here to help you, all right? We got to be virtuous. We have to. It's a requirement to go up. And I've seen this in my own life. You have to be willing to put the work in and be different. Can't do what's easy, okay? If you do what's easy, your life will be hard. If you do what's hard, your life will be easy, okay? I did not feel like filming this video. I did a hard thing today, okay? And remember, doing the hard things is what separates the winners from the losers, all right? Let's win in life. And remember, winners in life focus on winning, and losers focus on winners, okay? Let's win, all right? You guys can do it. I'm with you. I'm your big brother. Trying to help you. Trying to help you get the life you want on this rainy day, okay? Now, in closing, remember, if we're going to get the life we want, we're going to have to be virtuous. Remember, courage, justice, temperance, and prudence. And you know why they're called the 4 cardinal virtues? Because every other virtue hinges on those. The word cardinal comes from the Latin word cardo, which means hinge. See how my arm is hinging? Okay, everything else focuses on those virtues, all right? Now, if you like this video, please share with your friends and family. Oh, one more point I want to relate to you about. I know you guys want money. I want to tell you what Ben Franklin said. I'm not rich. I'll be honest, I'm not rich yet. I want to be. I want money. I mean, like everybody else does. But you know, we got to work and we got to earn it. This is what Ben Franklin said about getting money. Remember, this guy's face is on a $100 bill. He said, "The way to wealth is as simple as the way to market. It depends on 2 things." Now, hear me on this. 2 things, okay? Industry and frugality. Okay? Waste neither time nor money. That's what industry is. And waste. Industry means not wasting stuff, and frugality means not wasting money. But make the best use of both. And he who does this will certainly become rich, okay? You'll have money if you do these 2 things, all right? They're hard, though. It's easy to waste time. It's easy to waste money. And if you look at your life, a lot of us have a tendency to waste time, okay? Now, let's love ourselves enough to not waste time, all right? Now, imagine, in closing, as I said, imagine your house of success. You're gonna have to build a house to be successful, right? Like, it's a metaphor, house of success. The foundation is self. I'll be real. The most important thing about building this house of success, a life you want, is self-love. You have to do what's best for yourself and for others. This stuff is real. But the walls, though, are virtue, okay? The 4 walls of a house: courage, justice, temperance, and prudence, okay? How many of us can we see on a consistent basis that we live these 4 things? I'm going in today, okay? I'm trying to give you as much value as I possibly can, because I know life is rough. I know it's hard. Somebody's going through some stuff, and I feel it. But stay strong and just know that you're not alone, okay? The people out there who want to help you, want to see you. I personally want to see people win. I'd rather see people win than lose, okay? We live in a world where some people want to see us lose. I know people in my life who want to see me lose, and it's not good, but there are people out there who don't want to see you win, okay? I'm your friend. I want to help you, all right? And in closing, as always, remember, unsuccessful people make decisions based on their current situations. But successful people make decisions based on where they want to be. Make decisions based on where you want to be. You can do it, okay? I'm right there with you. We're just trying to take the daily steps to get the life we want. Now push. Challenge yourself and take it hard. You can have a lot of people tell you, take it easy, take it hard, challenge yourself today, okay? All right, bye.